by the way, a little bit later on, the commissioner will come out of hiding, and he'll give his State of the Union address. And we're curious what the approach is going to be, because he eventually has to get around to the Saints topic. Now, I don't know if you just go, let's get it out of the way here. Do you lead with, hey, concussions are down, revenue is up, ratings are up. Any other questions? And then that's when the media starts in with what happened in New Orleans. I get to feel, the commissioner's good at his State of the Union address. He really is. At the end of the year at the Super Bowl, he's usually pretty good. And, under fire, he's pretty good. He hasn't been good up until this point because he should have addressed this a while ago. This comes from Michael Rosenberg. He's a great writer from Sports Illustrated. And he writes the following about the commissioner. Roger Goodell has two constituencies, you and the one he actually serves. In the past 2 weeks, he has let them both down. Fans want an explanation for the officiating debacle in New Orleans. Owners deserve a league that defends its integrity. Goodell easily could have done both. Unfortunately, his approach to crisis management is to get out in front of a crisis and then let it run him over. And so here we are, a week and a half later, waiting for Goodell's annual State of the League press conference. The event is usually so well planned and predictable that he might as well lip sync his answers. I have attended at least a half dozen of these and don't remember him stumbling through a sentence. What is remarkable this time is that the answer is easy and obvious to give, and he still botched it by waiting too long. And that is the case. I do believe if you come out and just say, look, we made a mistake. We have the best officials. We have the best camera angles. We have the best partners. We're trying to give you the best product available. It didn't happen on that play. But if you look at the odds of what we do, how we do it, how often we do it, the odds are in our favor. We're getting the calls right. But you don't have to apologize. Just say, mistakes happen. This is who we are. And you know what? When we get together with the competition committee, when the owners get together, we will address this. The integrity of the league is at stake here, and we never want to lose that. But if you do it in an impassioned way to let the fans know, especially in New Orleans, we feel for you. We're sorry. We're not playing the game over. Mistakes happen. But please understand, there's a big difference between making a mistake and questioning the integrity of the sport. We don't need to revamp, reviewable plays. We don't need to revamp overtime. We have a great sport, and I think we're all in agreement with that. But if he would have said this, now we go to this State of the Union address, and it feels different. If he says, as I said before, now he's going to be pressed on these things. I, for one, don't want to have reviewable plays for pass interference. I don't want everything reviewed. I think if you do it in the last 2 minutes and you want to have a play reviewed, you get one shot, great. Overtime, I'm fine with overtime because they got overtime right. Why is it overtime worked in New Orleans, but it doesn't work in Kansas City? The difference is Kansas City didn't stop New England, whereas the Rams stopped New Orleans. Got the ball, kicked the field goal, won. Okay? We can question how they got there, but because Patrick Mahomes didn't get a chance and the Patriots ended up getting the ball and Tom Brady scored and hey, we got to change overtime. No, we don't. We're fine with it. I am. And we shouldn't revamp. Just because we have a big play or what we think is unfair, there's an injustice here, then we're trying to change things. It's imperfect. It will always be imperfect. But this is a moment where the commissioner could have got out in front of this a long time ago, and he didn't.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.